What is up, everybody? It is AEW Smart Mark, and we are here with the main event for tonight's Fight for the Fallen pay-per-view. It's the AEW Heavyweight Championship Steel Cage match between former champion Jon Moxley and new champion Brian Cage. Brian the Machine Cage winning the title from Jon Moxley at Fyter Fest. And now, here tonight, Moxley getting his rematch. Cage got to choose the terms of this match, and Cage chose a steel cage match. And this steel cage match will be pinfall or submission only. Both of these men said they do not want to win by just climbing out of the cage and escaping the cage. They don't want it to be, a race to see who can run away from the fight the fastest. These are two men who enjoy the fight, who live for the fight, and who probably have never ran away from a fight a day in their lives. And there you see a very determined Jon Moxley. He came out here earlier tonight. He fought off Eddie Kingston as Eddie Kingston was attacking Darby Allin after Darby Allin's TNT title victory over Shawn Spears. And Brian Cage came out too during that. They started exchanging fists right there where Brian Cage is walking down that ramp. And neither one of these guys could wait to get their hands on each other. They've had a couple interviews over the course of the past few months. Almost every single one of those interviews has ended with fisticuffs or a paradigm shift or an F10. And just last week on Dynamite, we did see Jon Moxley score a pinfall victory over Brian Cage in tag team competition, tagging with Darby Allin against TNT champion at the time, Shawn Spears, and AEW World Heavyweight Champion Brian Cage. And there's what we're talking about tonight. It's pretty platinum. It is the AEW World Championship. And it's all going to happen inside that giant steel rectangle. And I cannot wait for it. We have had an incredibly exciting night here tonight. We saw two different teams move on in the Deadly Draw tournament to the semifinals. We saw the Best Friends defend their tag team championships. We saw Britt Baker score a decisive victory over Rebel. And Laredo Kid establish himself as the number one contender in the FTW title rankings. So all sorts of great stuff here. Be on the lookout for our next episode, which will be dark, which will solely be a recap video and an update on where we stand in the rankings. And guys, if you want to join AEW Multiverse, it's not too late. Check out the comment in the descriptions. Check out the link in the description. Check out the Facebook page. Follow us on Twitter. We've got about 75 users right now. We've got a room for about 25 more. We would love to have you join and be part of the action. It's a lot of fun. And there, right now, champ and challenger exchanging strikes in the middle of the ring. And then, oh, look at that. Brian Cage just brushing off that running attack from Jon Moxley. Not a lot of people brush off running attacks from Jon Moxley. But I guess when you're a machine, you pretty much do whatever you want. And there, oh, I bet you he didn't want to get his back broken with that backbreaker, but he's up on his feet quickly. And now, what's this move? Is that a abdominal claw choke slam? He just basically grabbed, and then look at that shooting star press headbutt. He did not strike him with his abdomen. He did a shooting star press and basically came down neck first. Great shades of Brock Lesnar. And now he's got the rolling suplexes, the Three Amigos, shades of Eddie Guerrero. And he hooks in the Fisherman suplex. 1, 2, just a 1 count. And he tries the scoop slam. No such luck. And then, good little, nope, again. Cage just brushes that off. Those running attacks not phasing Brian Cage. And Moxley driving some elbows into the midsection. You got to find a weak spot on this machine if you're going to try to beat him. Look at that, just step out suplex, and one, just a 1 count. And Mox brings Cage up onto his feet. He's got Cage hooked here. Air raid. I used to love when Nova did that move in ECW. Let me know down in the comments if you watched ECW. Who was your favorite ECW wrestler? What was your favorite ECW moment? I'd love to get some more comments on these videos. I'd love to start hearing back from the folks who do take the time to watch the content we provide here in the AEW Multiverse. Moxley, mounted punches, just raining down closed fist strikes on Brian Cage. And you've got to wonder, what is the status? What is the relationship between Brian Cage and Taz now that Taz has declared himself as an actor? Oh, pinfall 1. Just a 1 count again. Now that Taz has declared himself an active wrestler, will he still second Cage to the ring? Will he still mentor Cage? Does he want a shot at the world title? Is he happy just with the FTW championship? F10! F10 early on in this match. We're only about 5 minutes away. We have not had any jump cuts or edits in this world title main event. We are trying to show you the match in its entirety, as long as it's not too incredibly long. I know nobody wants to sit through a 45 or 55-minute video game match on YouTube. So I try to shorten this content and show you the highlights. Paradigm shift. That's a highlight. Pinfall. 1, 2, throw. I thought that was going to be 3. I thought that was going to be 3. If the ref counted as fast as I count, maybe that would have been 3. Man, that's the longest 2 I've ever seen. Did Cage slip the ref some money? Because I'm not sure how that was just 2. I don't know if that's just me. Moxley, he's trying to get the crowd on his side. I don't think they could get any more on your side, Mox. Moxley, you can't win that way, buddy. What are you trying to do? Is he calling Cage to get on his feet? What's his plan here? Drop kick off the top rope by Jon Moxley. That's not a move you see Mox try every day. 1, 2, just a 2 count there. And now Moxley again tries that kick to the spine and just whiffs completely. Cage picks him up and drops him on his head. Pile driver. And takes the time to pose down a la Scott Steiner. You might want to wait till you've defended your title successfully. Well, what's Cage going to do here? Is he going to try a missile drop kick? I'm not sure what that was, Cage. Besides embarrassing. Jumped right over him. Mox throws Cage into the corner. Kick to the midsection. And another. He's got his legs. Drops him out of the corner for the powerbomb. These two heavyweights clashing in the main event. Pinfall 1, 2, just a 2 count. Jon Moxley, Brian Cage. Mox again, taking the time to soak in the audience, man. I'm not sure that's the right decision. I'd be banging Cage's head into the cage instead. Now Cage has Moxley up. That's another F10. That could be it. 1, 2, 3. Brian Cage defends the AEW World title here tonight, and you've got to wonder if former champ Jon Moxley can't take the strap off Brian Cage. Who the heck can? Who can stop the path of Cage? It's not just a slogan. It's not just catchy lyrics to a theme song. It's a real question. And the AEW Multiverse locker room has to ask themselves that question. Because I tell you, he was dominant here tonight. Kicking out of a paradigm shift, although that count was questionable. 2 F10s delivered to our former champion. No real shenanigans needed to beat him. This is his second clean victory over Jon Moxley, who is AEW's longest reigning champion. That's it for tonight's pay-per-view, guys. I hope you liked it. Like, comment, subscribe, share. Please give us a shout on Twitter or join the Facebook group. Get in on Season 3's draft. You could draft any one of these wrestlers. There's tons of wrestlers available for the upcoming draft, including newly crowned TNT champion Darby Allin. So if that's one of your favorite wrestlers, I mean, there's 50 some odd wrestlers available in this Season 3 draft. So plenty of wrestlers for everybody. Men, women, tag teams. Give us a look up on Facebook. Think about joining. We'd love to have you. As always, I appreciate you watching. Until next time, peace.